I swear, it's like people don't even watch the Bucs. When you hear over the last couple of days when people are giving their predictions for what's going to happen this season, and they're saying these certain things about Tampa Bay that are just like not even true, it's mind blowing to me. It's one thing if you think the Atlanta Falcons are a better team. If you think that guys like Kirk Cousins and Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons are going to make that much of a difference where it's going to push them to the top of the division and they're going to be a really good team, that's your prerogative. But if you're one of those people that are saying that the Buccaneers are not going to be a contender in the division or not going to be a good team because of things like, oh, they're missing Devin White. Are you serious? Have you not been paying attention? Did you not see this guy get benched in the Ravens game? Did you not see this guy lose his job to KJ Britt, who's starting at the middle linebacker position for the Buccaneers? Come on now. That's a lazy narrative and a lazy take. Also, people talking about a guy like Shaq Barrett. Oh, well, they're missing Shaq Barrett. Listen, I love Shaq. I think he did great things for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he was clearly not the same Shaq Barrett that we saw a couple years ago last year. He had 4.5 sacks. He wasn't the same guy. Getting fresh blood in there, like Chris Braswell, giving guys like Marquise Watts and Jose Ramirez, and also building with guys like Yaya Diaby. That, in some ways, could be an improved pass rush from last year. And then the one thing that really pisses me off when people are trying to take shots at the Buccaneers or when people are saying that the Buccaneers aren't going to be as good as last year is when people are out there saying that Baker Mayfield is not going to be the same quarterback because Dave Canales is now in Carolina. Did you pay attention at all last year? Did you watch any Buccaneers games last year? Did you hear what Todd Bowles said about, oh, yeah, well, sometimes Dave had to bail out Baker, but sometimes Baker had to bail out Dave? Who the hell says that about their offensive coordinator? That his plays weren't good enough, that the quarterback had to bail him out. You never hear people say that. What about Chris Godwin not getting the football last year? Chris Godwin didn't have to have a discussion with Todd Bowles. He didn't have to have a discussion with Baker Mayfield. The guy he had a discussion with was Dave Canales. Dave Canales, the offensive coordinator at the end of the year in week 18, talking about still trying to find his way and build an identity for this team. That guy leaving here, that is the reason that Baker is going to regress. We've said it on the show. I think Dave Canales is going to be a better head coach than an offensive coordinator. He calling plays just it didn't seem to suit him. Liam Cohen, on the other hand, and you can tell through just 3 preseason games, this is what this guy does. You can tell just in training camp. I've been there for 10 years. Last year, I don't think anybody really had a clue what the hell Dave Canales was doing. More people need to pay attention. This is a team on the fly. In the middle of winning 3 division championships, went from one of the oldest teams in the league to one of the youngest teams in the league. They got a veteran coach. They got a veteran quarterback. And, oh, yeah, they have a Levante David, who's going to be a Ring of Honor for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you got Mike Evans, who's going to be a Hall of Famer. Then you got a bunch of good young players led by Tristan Wirfs on the offensive side of the ball and Antoine Winfield Jr. on the defensive side of the ball. But if you're going to sit there and you're going to tell me that the Buccaneers are going to be worse because they lost guys like Devin White, Shaq Barrett, and Dave Canales, what you're telling me is that you didn't pay attention at all last year to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You didn't listen to what anybody said that had a clue about this team. And your judgment is skewed when you're trying to critique whether or not this team is going to be successful in the 2024 season.